Hi everyone, so final video review for this week is for my paperback read, which was Summer's Cove by Aurora Rey. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video last week, here's just a quick look at what the book looks like, and you can still catch that introduction video on my blog or on YouTube. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day, so if you are on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Summer's Cove by Aurora Rey was totally adorable. So it is part of a series. Aurora's written these Cape End romances, but they are standalone books, so they focus on characters within a universe, but each book has a separate story. So I've read the first book in the series, which is Winter's Harbour, and some of those characters make a reappearance in Summer's Cove, but it is about two different characters. So Emerson, she's moved to Provincetown after life took a sort of unexpected and devastating twist. She meets Darcy at a wedding, and there is instant attraction between them. Neither of them is looking for a relationship and love, but they've got that connection. So Emerson sort of keeps bumping into Darcy. They just keep meeting by coincidence, and they embark on a couple of dates, full-blown summer romance, and that romance has a promise of so much more, but both of them are sort of hesitant. Darcy more so, and for Darcy it's because things aren't that simple. She can't just go and fall in love with whoever she fancies, because she's built a life for herself and her son, and she really can't afford to destroy it. So it was unbelievably cute and adorable because it had this family element, and I adore Aurora Rey's romances, but these Cape End romances are really something more. They really are. They're absolutely amazing. I loved Winter's Harbour, and I think they're just perfect romances. And Summer's Cove, being the second book in the series, standalone story, it met that sort of expectation that the first book had, so I wasn't disappointed at all. I absolutely loved it, and I adore Summer's Cove more than I did Winter's Harbour, and I didn't think I would be able to adore anything more than Winter's Harbour, but Summer's Cove was just so amazing. As soon as I started reading it, very first chapter, completely gripped, and I just knew it was going to be impossible to put this book down, like completely impossible, and it was. The story just had everything. It had romance, it had drama, it had tension, it had cute moments, and it had some steamy moments, and it just ticked every box for the perfect romance, literally every single one. But I loved that instant connection between Emerson and Darcy. I loved the way they didn't deny it. It lent so well to them building this sort of sexual tension between them, and I mean building a sexual tension, and you just knew that it was going to surface, and when it did, it was going to be amazing. And Aurora really delivered on that. Like, she delivered on intimate, she delivered on sexy, and the moments that Darcy and Emerson shared were just amazing. Like, they were brilliant, and you knew they were going to be worth the wait. They are worth the wait. All that build up is just, oh, it just gets to you, and you just get so excited for the whole story. But for me though, that wasn't my favourite part of the book, although I adored it. I absolutely adored it, and Aurora's an absolute genius with that. But for me, I had two favourite things. Okay, two favourite things. Firstly, yeah, Darcy's son, he completely stole the show. Like, there has never been a cuter kid than him. He's so cute. He's so amazing as a character, and he really makes this story something else. He is really important to the story, but he is a little character, and I adored him. He's fantastic. What a little star. And the second was that moment where Darcy and Emerson finally realised what this had all been about. That moment of realisation, it literally dropped on them like the stuff from movies. Do you know what I mean? You know that moment where the two characters just suddenly realise that this was it, and that they've like maybe messed it all up, and that they maybe didn't handle things well, and that they've completely missed every sign, like ever, like everything. Those types of moments, it literally had that movie magic moment, and it was perfect. It made the whole book. That one little scene made the entire book. Oh, it was fantastic, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this story. I haven't stopped thinking about it since I finished reading it, like since I got that last page. I can't wait to read it again one day. I love it. and I can't wait to see more from Emerson and Darcy in future, because they should hopefully pop up in other Cape End romances, and I hope they do. But I adored the fact that some of the characters from Winter's Harbour were also present as well. It's not always nice to, especially with these universe-based books that form a series but not a conventional series, that you get these old friends back. That's what it feels like, that you've got these old friends back. You're seeing a little snippet of their life, but they're not the main focus of the story, but they're there. And it was great to sort of catch up with them. But it was literally amazing, and I can't recommend it enough. Like, I absolutely adored this. Loved it. Loved the series, and I am so looking forward to reading the next book in it. I'm so glad that they're out and I have them, because I'm just so excited to read them. And if I had to wait for them, I think the anticipation just would be too much. I love them. They're absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Summer's Cove was unbelievably adorable, and I absolutely loved it, and I just know you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Summer's Cove by Aurora Rey, which I hope you will. If you've read Summer's Cove, I would love to hear what you thought of it. Please comment below, please get involved in the conversation. Let me know what you thought of Darcy's kid. He was brilliant, wasn't he? I absolutely loved him. He was my favourite character. I'm going to say it, he just was my favourite character. I love Emerson and Darcy, but her kid, wow, loved him. And if you haven't read it yet, if you haven't read Summer's Cove yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it, or you're now really intrigued and you really want to read it, again, comment below, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you love it. I hope you have the best time reading it. I hope you fall completely in love with the whole Cape End romance sort of theme and story, and then I hope that makes you fall in love with the rest of the series as well. But this book was really special, and I really loved it, and absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to read it again one day. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Bye.